Hi, in this video we will learn about defined names, or also they're called named ranges. So as you can see, we have a spreadsheet that has information about the employee and also the sales that they have done over the years. So if you look at cell C17, you see that C17 has the total amount of sales that they have done since 2012. So from 2012 to 2019. And so we want to name C17 with a meaningful name. So when we use C17 in formulas and functions, instead of referring to it as C17, we can refer to it as total sales. So it's more human friendly. And so to give this cell a name other than C17, as you can see in the name box, I can name it something else like total underscore sales. So if you click on C17, you go to the name box and you can type total underscore sales. And when you hit enter, Excel saves this new defined name. And so when you create these named ranges or defined names, you really need to follow these rules. So one, for example, is that named ranges cannot contain spaces, and that's why we added the underscore, so you can't put total space sales. And symbols in general are not allowed except for these, like underscore, backslashes, and periods. You can use combination of letters and numbers, but the name must begin with a letter, underscore, or backslash. And you can pay attention to these rules. One of them, for example, is that names are not case sensitive. So whether you put total sales in caps like you see on the screen or in lower letters, it's the same thing. They will refer to the same name, so they're not case sensitive. Okay, let's keep going. So just like you can give one cell a named range, you can also name multiple cells. You can name like a range. So from C9 to C16, I'm going to name this entire range sales. And if you remember the first time we did the first named range, we clicked on the name box and we named it this way. You can also go to formulas, and now you see defined names group under formulas tab. And so I can click on define name and simply name this range sales. If you don't see sales there, you can simply type it. And so it's going to refer to this range in this sheet. You click OK. And so now we have two named ranges. We have sales and total sales, as you can see here. Okay. So now let's go ahead and create defined names for this range here. So Jack Lee, a good defined name for that would be employee name. This text here, a good name for it will be street, because it's an address, street, and this one is city, state, and zip code. So since we see that the text in the left column can be utilized to create the defined names for the right column, I can create defined names by selection. So if you select cell A1 to B5, we can go to create from selection, and we say, you know, we want to create names from the values in the left column to be the defined names for the values in the basically right column. So I'm going to deselect top row, create names from values in the left column. We click OK, and now you see we've created more defined names. So if I click, for example, on state, it's going to highlight Virginia. If you click on employee name, it's going to highlight the employee name. You see how easy it was to create from selection. Okay, so now I can use my defined names on formulas and functions. So for example, if I want to calculate commission, and commission is 10% of C17, which is total sales, I can do, instead of equals C17 times 10%, I can do it in a more human-friendly way using the defined name total sales. So I would revise that to say total, and you see total sales is saved by Excel because we created that. And so total sales times 10%. And you see how it's working just fine. Now, the last thing we will do in this recording is I will apply the defined name sales, because remember, this range has the defined name sales. I want to apply it here. So yes, an easy way to do that is simply type sales here, right? And that will work. But a better way to do it, especially if you have multiple references to this range in your worksheet, is to actually apply the defined name. And the way to do that is if you click on the drop down here by defined name, you click apply names, and we want to apply the name sales. We want to apply the name sales in all of my worksheets. So whatever we're referring to the range C9 to C16, we want to apply that as the name sales in all of my formulas and functions. So if I click OK here, and you double click on C17, you see how we applied the name sales to all of my formulas and functions. I hope you enjoyed this recording. Have a wonderful day.